after Saturday's game, that heading into this game, that we're playing another just really good, excellent program, not just a team, a program. And Pittsburgh has built a great program, and what they do is they play with great toughness. They share the ball well. They know exactly who they are. They never, very rarely take a bad shot. And the guys know who's getting the shots and where they're getting them from, so they're always in really good position to rebound. They took 7 threes the whole night, and that's because that's who they are. And at the same time, even with us kind of as disjointed as we were at times out there with who we had out there, I thought we showed, pretty good fight. There was about a 6 to 8 minute stretch in the second half where kind of lost ourselves a little bit, more so defensively. I'm just disappointed in our defense right now. We are not playing the defense the way you need to play in this league. And obviously we didn't rebound tonight worth anything. And give them credit, but it doesn't matter if you got 5 guards out there. You got to hit people, you got to find the ball, and you got to pursue it. You got to finish the defensive possession with a rebound, and we didn't do that. So, just you can make, excuses with the injuries or whatever the case might be, but you got to fight on the glass, and we didn't have that, and so I'm disappointed in that.
Points in the paint and second chance points were really huge tonight for them.
The points in the paint, a lot of those, they're very good interior passing team. They shoot 57% because most of them were layups. And the second chance points was 10, and you lose by 7. So that's a big, that's a that could say that's the difference in the game right there. But that's how they score. That's what they do.
Coach, you had their 6-7 point game, 3-4 minutes left. They kept scoring. They got 3-point play in 3 quarters, even in 4 straight possessions. We got 3 points. Pitt didn't score each time.
We couldn't. I thought a big play in the game. It was either 8 or 10 maybe, and we gave up the back screen lob to Cam, right? And you can't make those mistakes, and we tend to make. We made those tonight, and you don't have to be perfect, but you gotta be a little tighter than we were in crucial situations. I thought we executed well offensively at times. There was a little bit of a stretch, and some of it has to do with with the lineups we have out there. We have guys, who 2 guards are trying to run some action at the 4, so you had to kind of scrap a lot of stuff and just try to make some plays. And I just put it bluntly, it's going to be hard for us to rebound or to do well on the glass if you have multiple guys playing, 25 plus minutes and they don't get any defensive rebounds. It's going to be difficult. I don't care how big you are. We got to rebound the ball. And guys will see that, and guys have responded well, and we're going to need to make sure we have a good response to that.
I guess you had some guys playing more minutes tonight too than you normally would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, definitely. And still, I thought we got good minutes from Corey. I think he's coming out pretty good for us. And some guys that didn't get to play as many minutes because it weren't as focused as it needed to be defensively, and they got a lot of foul trouble because of that. Q only played 10 minutes. He had 5 fouls. And we need him out here. He stretches the court. He hits a 3. Takes away a lot of our stuff when he's not able to play at that spot for us.
What were they doing defensively? Daniel didn't get very many touches, especially the first half. He had 4 points in the half and had maybe 3 shots. And was he not being aggressive enough, or were they doing something defensively, or just not getting the ball to him?
Well, they trapped the post a couple times early. The one thing is, because of some of the stuff, offensively, like I said, we had to revert to him setting a lot of ball screens. and everybody else kind of spacing, because, you know, I don't know how many minutes, 6, 8, 10 minutes we played with, you know, Stacy at the 4, kind of. And you know, so you just kind of have to simplify things out there. But I thought we did a good job in the last 10 minutes of getting him the ball. We need to, you know, do that more, and he needs to, you know, continue to stay aggressive.
Do you have any updates on Jason or Sal?
Jason tested, did his test today and passed the test. So tomorrow they're going to do an exertion test. And I guess the protocol is if he passes, you know, after the exertion test, he does the concussion test again. If he passes that, he'll be able to practice on Thursday. The only thing that was a negative was he took the test, you know, the first test today and passed it. But I guess the, you know, the protocol is, and then you have to do one with exertion. He had to leave, you know, during the pregame talk because I guess with some symptoms came back. We're still trying to figure out some medication is working for Solomon in terms of the migraine, and so we're still trying to figure that out as well.
Coach, last 3 games, played well and won the last time out. Right, you know, you had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Tight with Duke
Yep.
for half. And how do you
Yep.
feel at this point right now after 2 games?
Well, you know, you're disappointed because you know you had a chance. Maybe today you got to play a little better. You know what I mean? You got to play a little tougher. You got to play a lot tougher, and not that, you know, there's a certain level of toughness, and then there's, you know, Pittsburgh, which is different. You know, they just, and that's why I really like them, and that, you know, obviously that's why they've been very successful. You know, I think for the most part, we got some guys who are getting better. I think we're playing better as a team. I think we're moving the ball. We had, you know, 15 assists again tonight. You know, shot better from the free throw line tonight. So we did some things, but we just need that. You know, that when you're disjointed like we are because of some of the injuries, it's hard to get the momentum going. And we need to, you know, it would have been important to, you know, with tonight, you could have got that thing going a little bit. So it is, you know, when it comes to that, you just got to keep fighting. We got another home game on Saturday against a team that obviously is playing their best basketball of the year right now, so we got to be ready to go.
One more question, get the players up here.
I feel like you can't catch a break at this point. It just seems like one guy gets hurt and some, you know, fluke injury.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, it's hard, but you know, for some reason we're being put through these tests, and you need to stay strong. You need to stay positive. You can't during these times. You can't compromise your standards of what's important in the program. As much as you'd like to slack up a little bit or give it, you can't do that, because these are the times that you know, you build your character up, and these are the times that you're actually building the strength of your program. And so you need to stick to your what you know is going to be important, no matter who's out there. You know, and I think our guys understand that.
No, I didn't feel it. I think we had a chance at the end. I think, you know, we showed a great fight, but, you know, I didn't too much feel it.
Yeah, I didn't feel it either. You know, they had coach was making me play a lot of different positions, and, you know, I stayed strong and I wasn't tired, so I felt pretty good.
Coach talked about Pittsburgh's toughness. Can you kind of expand on that a little bit, how tough they are?
Yeah, they're definitely a tough team. I think that's what Coach Dixon kind of prides Pitt basketball on. So they're a tough team. Like I said, I still think we had a chance to win. But they're definitely a tough team. They got, you know, top to bottom, pretty good guys. And, you know, it was a tough and physical game.
You were forced to use a lot of different combinations out there tonight that you weren't used to playing with. Does that affect how you run your offense at all?
Not really, because we practice on it and practice different situations like that. If, you know, I move to the 4, Station moves to the 4, we know what to do. We just have to execute it. That's all.
How about the rebounding? Obviously, they're hurt by the injuries. Obviously, you don't want to get out rebounded 38 to
18.
What's the key there to them having such an edge?
We just weren't tough enough to, go to the glass. Guards. Since Robert being out, 9 rebounds is a lot, and the guards have to come in and get those 9 and more to help us, win the rebounding battle on the glass. And tonight we just didn't do that. We didn't go, and that's why they out rebounded us.
You guys at all surprised by their finesse, their passing ability? They're a pretty good passing team, and usually they have a reputation of having 3 guys that can play and drive, attack the rim. Are you surprised at all about how well they passed it and played the finesse game?
I really wasn't. I played Pitt. This is my 3rd time playing Pitt. I played them when they had Ashton Gibbs and Brad Wanamaker my freshman year. So I kind of knew how, from the standpoint, I think they got similarities to Lamar Patterson and Robinson and those guys. So I knew they're good, physical, get in the lane and make good reads. That's not something I was necessarily surprised by. I think that what surprised me more was just how, well they rebounded and kind of had an extra step on us when it came to 50-50 balls and things like that.
Trae, it seemed, you're pretty strong going down the lane to the rim. Were they jumping somebody out to stop you in the lane after you got around your guy?
Yeah, sometimes. I think I made a few, not bad reads, but things I could have prevented. But but this is something I got to adjust to and maybe, get the ball out of my hands quicker. I had 6 turnovers. So it's sometimes I think maybe I held the ball too long and should have passed it or just kind of made the wrong read. So I just think, I got to watch film, and that's something I can get better at.
Marcus, you alluded to the way they can rebound the ball, and this is kind of a amazing question, but what is it they're doing, that's enabling them to rebound so well going into the ball?
I think it's that they know their guards, and they know when they're gonna take shots, and they're just in the right position. Everybody goes, and everybody on Pitt finds somebody to hit them to get them out the way. They just real active on the glass. They if one person can't get it, sometimes it took 2 people to move one person, and there's another one coming. So they're all active on the glass. That's how they out rebounding us. Plus, our guards weren't going, so that's why it was so easy for them to get so many boards.
Is that different than what you typically see in the ACC? How active they are in the Bucks inside to get in position?
Being this team, this is the first team I've seen, being in the ACC that attacks the glass like they did. Their guards get in the lane and make great plays, great passes, and if one person misses, they're all on the glass. There's like 1 through 5 is always active on the glass, and if it gets tipped out, one of the guards end up coming running to it, diving on it, and that's what hustle plays. That's another thing they did great. They dove on the floor, got on the floor before we did. We was a step slow.
One other thing, Dean, Len Elmore was saying downstairs about that the ACC is going to have to adjust to this kind of, that kind of basketball of 5 guys on the glass and just having an extra step, getting 50-50 balls. He said the ACC might have to adjust to this team. Do you agree with that?
You adjust the Pitt?
Yeah.
Yes. Like I said, everybody goes. They're all aggressive. On the offense and their sets. Their bigs know what they can do. They know their roles. They don't force anything. They rarely took a bad shot. So adjusting to Pitt, that's a good team. We just have to adjust to it.